Alrighty, folks, it is time. This is the last run showcase competition archipelago of the day. You are here to see an archipelago randomizer tourney with SEZ, Rossum, Rui, and Swagalicious, a 4-player archipelago. I think you'll want to hang on to your hats for this one. And all 4 of them are running Hollow Knight, so this will truly be one for the books. So, without further ado, I'll let all of them take it away.
Sorry, they're not actually here. You've got me instead. I'm back. Hi, it's me, Hop Up, the dude. I'm the organizer of this archipelago tournament that is taking place over the past 2 months over in the main archipelago server. And these are our finalists. It just so happened that the game that worked best for this grouping is 2 Hollow Knights. And
Yeah.
I don't know this game really though, so I have brought on 2 commentators to actually know the game to help. I have Akos and Lyric. They will be actually commentating over the race while I will be mostly quiet, but providing general AP knowledge if they ask for it.
We got the aggressive nodding from Zed, of course. Yeah, I'm here. I love Hollow Knight. Definitely one of my favorite games. And then, of course, Silksong recently came out, and I have just been nonstop playing it. So I felt pretty qualified. I know a good bit of the game. So, yeah.
And I've just played way too many Hollow Knight randomizers over the years.
There you go. I will say Randomizer is one of the only things I don't do in Hollow Knight because I'm just not a fan of it. But, you know.
It is certainly a popular game in Archipelago from my own experience, and the fact that it is the game that worked out for this pairing is just funny in how it bees.
Yeah, it also just shows how popular the game is. That's like a very common overlap. Anyways, I'd say we're ready to go. If you wanna.
I have given the runners a start time. I've been a bit ahead, so just give us like a minute or 2 just for them to have some
mental
just to make sure everyone starts at the exact same time. And Tech also knows we've got just under a minute before we're gonna go. What do you all want to see this race?
I don't know. I'm hoping that there's some pretty close calls. I mean, I'm not hoping, but it would be pretty cool. You don't want to just see like one team pulling ahead, you know. And I'm hoping to be able to see a couple of bosses. I'm sure we're obviously going to see like Hornet and False Knight, but I don't know.
Hornet from Silksong?
Yes, from Silksong. Yes, she's a boss.
From Silksong that we'll be seeing later
Hollow Knight.
Event.
She is the second boss you typically face in the game.
Spoilers.
Unless you count Gruz's mother. Oh, spoilers.
And also, we don't know which boss is going to be with the randomness. All right, and they're off. They should be off. There they go.
There they go.
There we go.
There's a little bit of delay on the multi-stream end, it's seeming, for me at least.
I feel like that's fortunately will happen with how we have it set up that the runners are in their own separate voice chat so they can talk to each other and not hear what the other teams are saying.
That's fair. So yeah, this opening segment, obviously it's pretty simple. Of course. We already got a Pale Ore. Pale Ore is a upgrade for your weapon, or at least a way you can get an upgrade for your weapon. So it's very big to get that, but they have to make it to the place where they can upgrade their weapon, I think. So that will be pretty big. Rancid Egg. That's an item that'll let you... I guess you can get a certain amount of them to get checks, so they aren't too huge unless there's something good behind them.
We've also already seen an unbreakable
Unbreakable strength
pickup. It
didn't
is
see that.
only those are progressive, so that is going to be fragile strength.
Yeah.
But that is still interesting to see early.
Yeah, strength is it's a damage buff, but the issue is fragile. Since they're progressive, if you get the unbreakable strength first, you're still only going to get the fragile strength. And then you would need the fragile strength to get the unbreakable. And what that means is if you are using the charm and then you die, the charm breaks until you take it back to Leg Eater. So the damage buff just becomes I don't know, not a thing anymore. But of course, unbreakable means it doesn't break, obviously.
Interesting that both nail upgrade variants went to the same slot as well.
Yeah.
Both the Pale Ore and the Unbreakable Strength were for the same half. And a Lifeblood Heart and a Shop.
It's not true, I don't think.
Was it not?
No,
Oh, no,
the
you are.
unbreakable strength was meant to. Yep.
Yep, you are
Yeah.
correct.
The top ones, Zed and Rui, I think their goal is just to beat the game, and then Rossum and Swag, they have to beat the game's true ending boss, which is the Radiance.
I believe I believe all four of them have any as their goal.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm wrong. Maybe it was something that changed later on. Then. Yeah. Also, Rossum has a pretty snazzy skin on. You can see the really fancy look. So even the Geo looks different. Meanwhile, Zed just has a pretty basic skin, but that doesn't change too much, but it still looks pretty cool. Thankfully, there are no rules against skins in Hollow Knight, so in Hollow Knight Randomizer specifically.
I did tell them they can do the fancy skins, but only one of them did it.
The Hat in Time skin is adorable, though.
It is very, yes. Oh, that's a Hat in Time skin. I did not know because I don't play Hat in Time.
And I'm seeing we have early infected crossroads going on.
Yeah,
Love
there
to
has
see
crazy.
it.
Oh yeah.
There
I
has
didn't
been a
even
Lurian
thought
sent.
Oh yeah, Lurian. Okay. Yeah, Lurian is one of the three dreamers, which in Hollow Knight you usually need to kill all three of them in order to unlock the seals on the Hollow Knight, which is the final boss. I'm spoiling the game, guys. Can't believe this. But Lurian is one of them. The other two are going to be Hera and they're going to be Monomon. Yes, thank you. And specifically for these two games, we've linked the dreamers together. So if one of them gets a dreamer, the other one also gets it. So they're going to be able to gold pretty much at the same time, aside from needing upgrades if they need it. But yeah.
Rossum also finding their own Dream Nail.
Yeah. Dream Nail is, pretty big. I don't know if that one's needed for goal, but it gives like some probably like checks for all the dream bosses and the dream warriors.
Hop up. Do they have Essence shuffled?
Do they have the essence shuffled? I will double check that. If you'll give me a moment.
Oh yeah, that could just be not on, which I could see them doing because some of the dream warriors are out of the way.
I believe they are not on just because of just extra time and stuff. But...
Right. I mean, even so, they do have shop checks on, so they will need Essence potentially for the Sage's shop.
Yeah. So if Essence isn't randomized, then they might still need to fight some of the Dream Warriors to get Essence for this. So yeah, that's true.
I can confirm that the Essence is not randomized, but they have set the maximum Essence prices to around 1,000, 1,200. So
Rui
that might come into play.
Rui already went with a Charm Notch hint. Unless, oh no, that was probably they walked up to it and got the hint for it, right?
Shop hints are automatically sent.
No,
Azar, yeah, it was a Whispering Root.
Whispering Root Ancestral Mound. I don't know about Whispering Roots.
Yeah, if you get close enough to see the preview text, it will send the hint automatically.
Okay. So yeah, then they must have walked up to that route, and it's a Charm Notch. That just allows you to put on more charms, which is pretty good. But it's not going to be game breaking, unless they have a really good charm that's like costs a lot of notches. But then they probably just wouldn't put it on at that point. I don't know if they have I don't think they have charm cost rando. So unsure about
As
that.
you'd finding Lumafly Lantern and
Howling Wraiths.
hold on. Yeah, that's a big pickup.
Yeah, Howling Wraiths is a spell that deals quite a lot of damage. It's not the upgraded one.
No, those are also progressive.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, they would be progressive. The upgraded one is like the highest damage output in the game if you can get a good one, because it'll do like multiple hits at once.
Would you like some info from the YAMLs on settings and such? About those charm costs you said?
Yeah, is charm cost randomized?
It looks like one of them is set to -2, which I believe just means off. And the other is set to 60, which means 60% of them are randomized, I believe. Usually how it goes, but I could be wrong on Hollow Knight.
I believe for Hollow Knight, it's the total charm cost, or the total notch cost for the charms. So if you have it set to 60, it'll take the entire charm pool, assign 60 notches randomly across them. I think the range is 1 to 5 or 0 to 5.
Yeah, 1 to 5. Oh yeah, they could be 0. I forget about that. 0 is really funky. Like I think that one time I played, I had Unbreakable Strength on 0. It was insane.
Free charms are always fun, yes. But unless I'm mistaken, I believe vanilla charm pool cost is 80.
Okay.
So across their entire pool of charms, they will have 20 less notches required.
We have Swag finding their own charm notch. So
I just want to slightly call out from the seeing from the text client that Rossum tried to hint for probably Mantis Claw of hint, exclamation point hint claw, but is 1.2 short.
oh,
Need to find one more item before they can send out that hint. And I believe Mantis Claw is a very important item.
Yeah, Mantis Claw is okay.
Oh.
Well, Mantis Claw is a is the wall jump, and it being at Shade Soul means they will need to get the Elegant Key and then go to City of Tears and then fight the what is that thing called? I don't remember. Oh, it's a Soul Warrior. But they just need an extra item. It's not the worst thing, but Mantis Claw is incredibly helpful, and it being there is still pretty rough.
I would say Claw probably unlocks the most checks out of any individual item in the randomizer.
Yeah,
it is
probably
an incredibly powerful tool for navigation.
You see Rossum doing a skip there. Usually you need the Mantis Claw to get up there, but he just did pogos on the spikes to get to fight the what's this boss again? I forget its name.
Brooding Moloch.
Brooding Moloch, yes, there we go.
Speaking of skips,
big thing.
Go ahead.
It's called the big thing that spewed out.
Oh yeah,
okay.
It's a big thing, yeah.
But yeah, speaking of skips, we see Swag doing a shade skip up to Celibra's shop.
Oh, is that what they did? That makes sense. Oh yeah. Look at that. So the game, when you die, it'll leave behind that little shade guy. And one skip that speedrunners like to do is to die purposely in a location to use it to go up. So we see a couple of progression items. Oh wow, Swag found Defending Dark, but that's
definitely worth it for that.
Yeah.
Yes, that is their dive. and that is probably the best spell in the game for the insane amount of invulnerability it gives you.
Yeah, the invulnerability frames is what makes it so good. All of the spells are good, honestly. We could say that about like all three of them, because I feel like I'm a huge fan of Shriek personally, but the iframes on Desolate Dive are very huge.
Yeah, for damage, Shriek is definitely better, but just the sheer utility that Dive gives you, I think, edges it out in terms of overall usefulness.
What's next? Yeah, I mean, things are just kind of moving.
I've seen another hint from Mantis Claw from as you did, and it's at the vanilla Mantis Claw version in Rossum's game.
Oh yeah, it's actually at Mantis Claw.
Yes,
That's
it is.
crazy.
Mantis Claw is at Mantis Claw.
It's just at the wrong Mantis Claw.
French vanilla.
Yeah, it's at the other
as you
Mantis
kinda
Claw.
like to
That's
call it.
really funny. Man, did Rossum die to Brooding Moloch, or it just has a crap ton of HP?
I believe he died to it once.
Okay. Okay, Swag found their Dream Nail at Dirt Mouse Stag. I think that's the same. That must be the same Dream Nail that was found before, right?
Let me see.
I'm not sure.
I can look through the logs. Yes, it is.
Okay.
The Dream Nail for HK normal.
Yeah, and the same King Fragment.
I have the logs that I am watching.
It's always interesting to see, even this early in the game, how different the routes have become.
That is crazy. The City Crest was just found basically simultaneously. At the Grimchild, they just both went to Grimchild at the same time. It's only that there's like a stream delay that's causing, but I definitely saw them both go into text clients.
Yes, if the stream is slightly delayed, the text client should be the
Perfectly in
best
time,
thing to look at.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So yeah.
It was nice to have both the visual and the direct. This is what is happening in the server.
Yeah. Seems Rossum has found Shopkeeper's Key. Now that just unlocks more shop checks for Sly. So there might be something good in there, especially with it being this early.
It looks like they are not... Actually, I'm not sure if they save scum that. Do they actually keep the key? I'm assuming, because Archipelago shenanigans.
Yeah, they keep the key, that's for sure.
I don't believe there is a term that I'm trying to remember off the top of my head for when a game keeps anything that is that is in itself not you have to actually get it yourself in the game.
It looks like that is not the case here.
Quick flash. Okay, they're not going to take the quick flash. Oh no, they are. Okay. So they have
Spirit
Vengeful Spirit and quick slash. Now, Vengeful Spirit is the last spell. Well, the first spell you usually get, and it's just a big fireball. Has some good uses. But quick slash, you could probably tell you just can swing really fast. And that's pretty big to get. It's definitely one of the best charms in the game, and for only 2 instead of 3, it's usually 3 costs.
The benefits of running with reduced charm cost pool.
We see Zed entering Green Path, which I think is the first non-crossroads area that has been entered so far.
Rossum is currently in Crystal Peak, actually. They just got there as well.
Oh, yeah, Rossum's... Yeah, I didn't see that. So...
And both of our other team currently doing False Night simultaneously.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They are both fighting the first boss in the game. Unless you count Grossmother.
The game does,
you
at
can
least. I don't know if we do, though.
Swag doing dream nailing when the false night falls down. Dream nailing an enemy will give you extra soul, which you can use to heal or use a spell, which is pretty good. Normally you just get soul by attacking enemies, but dream nailing will give you more of that. Wayward Compass, the most useful charm in the game. Yeah.
Invaluable for every run.
Yeah. Obviously, Wayward Compass lets you see where you are on the map, which, when you have experience in the game, you don't need that. I don't know why it's marked as progression. It's a progression item. I can't think of a single thing that would unlock. So
It is a charm, and therefore it can unlock checks at Sluber's shop.
Ah, yeah, I didn't even think about that. So every charm must be progression then. Interesting. Yeah, it is. Looking at this, I didn't know that.
Yeah, some of the checks at Sluber Shop require a certain amount of charms to collect. I believe in vanilla they are all charm notches, but Randomizer keeps the cost settings.
Makes sense.
Believe the amount is shuffled though.
The
So, like,
amount
instead-
of the cost, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like if in vanilla it required 7 charms, it could require 3 or 8 or something.
Yeah. Probably around the same area, but Void Heart, that's gonna be a progressive on the King's Fragments, right? Or the White Fragments.
Correct.
Okay. That's stuff for True Ending, which, again, we don't need to do. I thought we did at first, but things have changed.
King Soul can also be useful for the soul restoration effect.
Yeah, I guess if it's a lower charm cost, it can be good. It's not a very fast recharge though, and in base game, it is worth 5 charm notches, which is just ridiculous. So with charm rando, it probably would be less, and maybe worth it at that point. But I've never used it personally.
And it looks like in Rossum and Swag Seed there is nothing of interest in the Seer Shop.
Yeah, yet they are still going for the Whispering route, which I find... Oh, Whispering is a different check. So it's probably something that's worth it. Rui's getting the slide checks. Lumify Lantern, okay. Wraiths.
The Sly Shop was loaded for them.
Yeah, that adds a lot of progression items. That's crazy. So we have Swag now killing the Brooding Moloch. Probably did the same skip as Rossum. So that's pretty cool. You can see in their gameplay how they're using the it's not Descending Dark, it's Desolate Dive. For the iframes, they're kind of just diving into the enemy and it's not hurting them. So that is what makes that such a good spell.
I see. Yes, they were doing that a lot. The Shriek, I think, was the other spell they were using.
Yeah, Shriek is the one that goes up. Or no, not Shriek. It's Howling Wraiths right now. When they get the upgrade for it, it'll become Abyss Shriek, and Abyss Shriek is just very, very powerful for damage output. Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that Rui and Swag had got their Lurian within 5 minutes, and as you said, in Rossum haven't got that Lurian yet. So I mean, there was an early location.
Yeah.
I've not checked yet.
They missed something early. I didn't even let me go back and check on that. Because yeah, I'm looking. The Rossum's Forgotten Crossroads is very much not infected. So you're right. Let me see. Lurian was at Grub Crossroads Center. Really? They skipped over one of the grubs. I think that's the one that you like break a wall and it's just in there.
I believe the center one is the one that you have to pogo to.
Yeah. Pogo over the spikes. Oh, they must have just forgotten that location then.
No, the one in the, what is it, right above Ancestral Mound, below Black Egg Temple. You have to pogo off of French Fly to get there without dash.
Oh, yeah, it's an enemy pogo. That one. That makes sense. Okay, it makes sense why I missed that one then. Because, yeah. That's an out of logic check.
I was just about to say, is that an out of logic check, Lurian?
Yeah, Lurian was out of logic.
May or may not bite them in the butt. Or it might be better for them because they get Lurian faster.
They get Lurian faster, and I think once like Rossum gets the dash, like I wonder if Rossum's gonna think to go back for that check. I don't think they will. So I'm actually unsure. Can you check in the HK normal? Can you check in the logic settings if enemy pogos is in logic? If that's like
I don't believe they have any skips in logic.
Oh, any skips? Okay.
They've agreed to do them if they come across them, but they're not actually in logic in the YAMLs, if I remember.
Okay.
Yes, all the skips are set to false in the YAMLs.
Okay, cool.
Also, it's something I did note. When you check the Dreamer Shrine, I think it is that it shows the sign, the location of all the Dreamers. I remember seeing that on Rossum's screen.
It does not actually show their locations for the randomizer.
In game,
that's just
the randomizer.
That's just the vanilla message. It shows them in vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just vanilla. Got it.
Yeah, in vanilla, you go to that place, the shrine, and you that's where you usually get Dream Nail, and then it gives you like the main objective of the game. So that's how, like, if you're playing blind, you would know what your objective is.
Got it. I'm also wondering that because the fact that they have their Dreamers linked, would something like that actually show it? Actually show the location?
Yeah, if they were, that's the other thing. Yeah.
It looks like Rossum has hinted their Mothwing cloak.
Okay.
So hinting for their dash.
Where does it say that is? Because I'm on Z's or Z's one. Do you know?
It was
at Grub Collector 3 in Hollow Knight normal. So Rossum's Mothwing cloak is at their own Grub Collector 3.
Jeez. Okay.
So they gotta get them grubs.
Yeah. So collector, you're gonna need, in order to get, that's gonna have you fight the collector to get to that grub. And for that you need the love key. So we've established that I think it's the same game where the mantis claw is behind the elegant key. So they're gonna need the elegant key for the claw and the love key for the freaking double jump, which is interesting. I think that's the same game. Let's go back to a hint and let me see.
I believe I will also note that getting to collector definitely requires having Mantis Claw as well.
Getting to, yeah, that's true. Because you have to get up that tower. Wow. This is proving to be a pretty interesting seed. We might need to see a couple of
hold on, I thought this was Hollow Knight.
They're fighting the Silksong girl.
They're fighting Hollow Knight Silksong?
Yeah, they're fighting Hollow Knight Silksong.
So we're gonna have a Silksong finale? Crazy.
That's crazy.
I just project that.
Yeah.
So it's get good.
Hey, golly, Shaw. I'm so sad that Hornet does not say Shaw a single time in Silksong.
Spoilers, but also that is a shame.
I guess it is spoilers. It's
oh my gosh,
sad.
you're going to play Radiance already?
Oh my god.
Is that Long Nail?
Not Radiance.
I know. It was Long Nail.
Long Nail. Yeah, they got Long Nail.
Dream Nail is Long Nail.
That's funny. Long Nail's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It depends on the charm cost, that's for sure.
It is useful for enabling a lot of spike pogos and enemy pogos that are either very tight or impossible otherwise.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
So it does have more utility in the randomizer than in a normal run.
I forgot what was. I'm wondering what's at that whispering route that they're doing, because they both did the same whispering route. So I haven't seen what it is. Seems important. Let's see here.
Looks like 200 geo.
Oh, it was just 200 geo. I guess that's worth it though, because you can get some shop checks with that.
Considering how many checks we've seen in Sly, I definitely would not blame them. Even if they don't have a use for it currently, I would not blame them for stocking up a little bit when they have the chance.
Or maybe for like nail upgrades too, considering they have pale ore. 420 geo. Holy shit. There is a rock in the game that drops exactly 420 geo. And since I don't know, are the geo rocks randomized? I guess they are, because they're getting geo.
I don't think Georock's randomized. Boss Geo is, and the Gorgeous Husk also drops 420 geo.
Yeah. Okay. So aside from the 420 rock in Kingdom's Edge, there's also in City of Tears, there is the Gorgeous Husk. I guess that counts as boss geo. It drops 420 geo as well. So that's pretty cool. We got a couple mask shards. I'm sure these runners are good. I mean, some of them might. I don't know how much they're gonna need mask shards, but they are counted as progression. I'm trying to remember why. Probably just for combat logic, I guess.
Correct.
Makes sense. So like the game won't put like the goal or certain bosses in logic unless you have a certain amount of mask shards, just because the game's hard. The game's really difficult. A lot of green paths. Okay, so did they get the tram pass that they're going here? Yeah. So this is how Zed and eventually Rui are gonna get to resting grounds. Actually, Rui's already there. Oh, I didn't notice that.
They're too fast for you.
Yeah. There's 4 different streams to keep track of, so it's hard to know
It's
where
a lot,
everybody's
yeah.
Yeah. That would make Zed the last person to get into resting grounds. That's chill. Resting grounds being the same place where you normally pick up Dream Nail and get that objective on a vanilla playthrough.
And we see Rui in, of all places, Queen's Garden already.
Queen's Gardens, yeah, that's an interesting one.
Generally a much later game area and absolutely painful to navigate without movement.
Yeah, and now I'm imagining not having like dash or double jump or anything, and you're going to Queen's Gardens. That's rough. That also means that he can go to Deep Nest, right? Oh god.
I believe Deep Nest is accessible directly from the stag without much. There is a combat room in the way.
Oh,
which
yes.
can be fairly difficult, but I don't believe there's
any logic blocking it.
More than likely proficient combat.
Makes sense.
And we see Swag checking. Yep, checking the egg shop that Rossum checked earlier, picking up the shopkeeper's key.
King's Idol is an item that lets you, if you sell it to Lem, it'll give you 800 geo. So that's also good for the shop checks. So that's pretty good. Swag found Vengeful Spirits at Sly. So catching up to that with Rossum. And we have Rossum fighting Silksong. So there you go. I do wonder what Rui is currently looking for. Oh, they're hinting things, are they? Or no? No.
Possibly just seeing what's in logic and figuring out the routing.
The routing, yeah, that makes sense. The game has a very good in-game tracker. It's like a map mod you can download. So it's very good to just kind of stare at that map for a while. Yeah. There's Longdale. Okay,
Routing
so
does-
that just got Isma's tier. Which is probably how would that be how Rui got into Queen's Gardens with the Isma's tier, or was that the stag? It was probably the stag,
I
right?
believe they were sent the stag.
Okay. So with Zed being able to get Isma's tier, there's a couple things that unlocks, but one of the most notable is in fact Queen's Garden. That should also give them access to Monomon if they want to go fight Umu, but I don't think they will need to. But it could be possible.
Looks like we're getting another Shade Skit up into Saluba's shop.
Oh, okay. That's good. I didn't even notice.
Well, note, if they had gotten their Lurian, you can actually use one of the enemies in the room that changes with infected crossroads to get up here without having to Shade Skip.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Okay.
It's generally...
Freak. Or is
But yeah,
it the
it is...
same?
Yes, that is the same... I believe that is the same Abyss Street.
No, actually no, because the last time they found a spell here, it was Descending Dark.
Oh, that's right. Abyss Street came from somewhere else, didn't it?
Yeah. The wraiths. I wonder if this means they have the... No, do they have the fully upgraded, or is it just going to give Howling Wraiths? Let me see. Oh, it is Howling Wraiths. Okay.
I believe one went to each slot.
Yeah. One to each slot, so they all would... Oh, well, actually, Rui has not gone to Solibra, so Rui would not have Howling Wraiths at this point, but the other two do, or other three.
And that elegant key is for the HK2 slot, so that is the hinted Mantis Claw.
Yeah,
from their
that's gonna
partner.
help them get to the Mantis Claw, which is huge. Yeah. I wonder. I don't wonder if they have a white into City of Tears. I don't think they do.
I know we've seen a few city crests floating around. I'm not sure which slot has them though.
Right. I didn't even realize at the time.
Hop up. You have the full logs up. Can you see which slot has the city crest for us real quick?
Pop-up might be AFK. Let me see. I have the logs as well.
Hello?
I can look up.
I am not AFK. I might have just muted myself when I was unmuted.
Oh.
City Crest is on both. Both should have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
At least. Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, all slots have City Crest.
Okay.
All four of the runners, the racers.
So if they have access to, like, if Zed has currently access to fungal waste, that would be them being able to get into city, and then they might. I don't think they would need dash to get up to Elegant Key, right? You wouldn't need dash for that.
No, I believe if they have Ismas, I believe, so that should be enough to get there.
Ah, yes.
And it looks like they are indeed heading into Fungal.
Going fungal waste. Fungal waste. No, Fog Canyon. And then going towards fungal. Yeah, that's what you mean. Whoopsie. Okay, we have Swag fighting No Eyes, which is a Dream Warrior. Probably to get some essence. That's pretty interesting. Didn't really get to see a lot of that fight because I only noticed it right at the end. But It's a pretty simple fight. She just spawns these little spirit things that float up and down, and then you have to find her. I think it's pretty cool though because I think you can like tell how far you can tell how far away she is from you because you don't really have super high visibility, but she will sing louder or quieter depending on how far she is. So that's kind of how you find her, which is pretty cool. Swag doing the tactical death here. I'm wondering why. Are they going to do a shade skip? Oh. On 1 HP? Death there. Okay. They must be doing a shade skip to get across the way.
Trying to remember where in that room the shade spawns. I believe they can use it to get over that wall.
And this little exit, where does that take them? I forget. Does it take them into Fungal? Oh no, it's to get up there. That's what you meant. Yeah.
Yes, to get up into the massive boss starter fight.
Yes.
Gotta give the mossy boy his pets.
Indeed, pet the moss charger.
It's a dog, right? It's not a bug.
Exactly. You're so right.
Pet the dog. Gotta happen once at this event. I know we've already done it, but we literally started the event with a pet the dog.
Oh, really?
I'm remembering. Yeah, I was in a what was the game? I'll come back to you on that.
And on the awesome side, we are seeing our third shade skip up to Slippery Shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the first game of the event, Fate Samurai Remnant, had both a cat and a dog that were pet. For good luck, of course.
There's the love key. Okay. I must have missed it before on Swag side, but they just got the love key, which will get them to the collector. But they need, as was mentioned, they need Mantis Claw. Because it is in their world, right? Let me see. So if I go...
Yes, their Multithon cloak is in their collector.
Yeah. So...
It is the HK normal slot.
If I put more thought of it, I would have given better names to the slots. But it'd be like that.
Or at least put normal on top and 2 on the bottom.
Or,
yeah. HK normal is
something.
currently our bottom 2, and
Is
then HK2 is our top 2.
done something to make it clearly easier to know which is which.
And Swag hinting their Monarch Wings in City Storerooms
Okay.
in HK2 slot.
Yeah. City storerooms would be they're the ones that are going to what should I call it? Elegant Key, right? So that would be on the way.
Yes, Swag has actually hinted all of their movement. Mothwing Cloak, Mantis Claw, and Monarch Wings. Seeing the Mantis Claw at Shade Soul, Rui has also hinted their Mantis Claw, seeing it at the opposite Mantis Claw check.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We have Swag and Fog Canyon. I wonder if they're making their way to Fungal because of that Mantis Claw. Or what are they up to?
They're currently checking the left side, but it is very possible they route down there next.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
I mean, clearly they're up to no good.
Okay. Arcane.
Started making trouble in their neighborhood.
Pop, you really gonna call me old like that? How could you?
You said it, not me.
So
I know I'm on
Zeta
the
just-
but even I'm starting to get into why are these younger people than me here?
Yeah. Getting older is something.
It's a
You
part
know
of
what?
life.
I've been wondering what those geo crystals like are, because I knew they were like different. They're rupees from Zelda. I didn't even notice.
If you mean Rossum Seed, they're actually the Hat in Time pawns.
No. That's on Zed's. Next time Geo drops, you'll see. Zed has a rupees, which is really funny. Makes me
Oh, no,
wonder
I
what
think-
those skins are supposed
I
to be.
think that's the star skin. I believe they're just like actual gems, not specifically rupees.
Oh, okay.
Because
There was a
the
green
one,
one. There was a green one that looked exactly like a rupee, but I guess whatever. That's
yeah, I believe the 1 geo are small blue diamonds, and the 20 geo pickups are like large round red gems.
okay. All right, that's my bad. Crystal Heart is that spell twister. That's also in city. So there's just a lot of things in city.
We're also hinting their super dash.
Yeah. Though I think they did exclamation mark hint dash. So is it progressive? Or
No,
is
they
that
might.
specifically just hint?
I'm not
Is
sure
that
if they
like-
were trying to hint Mothwing Cloak or if they just were looking. Have they hinted their other one?
Oh, you can use. Interesting. I just saw Swag attempt to jump up to fungal waste from Queen Station by stalling the air using howling wraiths, which I did not know you could do that. But they've now teleported away from there because they ran out of soul because they failed it.
Yes, you can use both. You can use both Fireball and Wraiths for spell stalling.
Like, yeah.
Obviously, not dive for fairly
Yeah.
obvious reasons.
Are you saying you can't use the spell called dive to go up?
They're just all in
Crazy.
the air. We have Rossum fighting Grim. It's a really good fight. And then it gets an upgraded version later on, which is like the top 3 fights in the game. The DLC definitely introduced some really tough bosses.
Top 3 in good, top 3 in hard, top 3 in bad.
Top 3 in hard. Top 3 in
Yes.
hard. I would also say
Also
top 3
in
in good. But yeah. Top 3 in hard, top 3 in good.
Unfortunately, Nightmare King Grim is not a check in the randomizer, at least not in the Archipelago implementation.
Yeah.
You're saying that's a bad thing, that's not a check.
Well, it's probably a good thing that it's not a check for the sake of this speed run. But it's
one,
sad
yeah.
that you like never really have to fight it besides your first playthrough, because it's a really good fight. I mean, you would have to fight it if you have Pantheon 5 goal, I guess.
No, you do not
Pantheon-
have to fight Nightmare King Grim to unlock him in Pantheon 5.
That's what I'm saying. You would have to fight him in Pantheon 5,
Oh,
though.
in the Pantheon. Okay, yes. In that case,
If you had
correct.
Pantheon 5, then you would have to fight him inside the Pantheon, but otherwise
Yes.
you don't actually have to fight him.
For the unlocks, though, Nightmare King Grim is one of, I believe, 3 bosses that does not actually need to be fought to unlock the Pantheon.
Oh, really? You don't actually need to fight it. That makes sense because you don't need to fight it to unlock Pantheon 4, so you just beat Pantheon 4.
But I believe
think
the
so-
reason that
Another one of those.
fighting Nightmare King Grim isn't required is because you can end that DLC the other way without having to fight him at all.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, the DLC has 2 different endings. There's 4 different DLCs for the game. They're all free. But this one specifically is you have the Grim trope. You go through a quest of upgrading this one charm called Grim Child by going around and collecting different flames, and then you fight Grim to get the second Grim Child upgrade. And then there's one more Grim Child upgrade after you fight Grim, And then once you do that, you have two options. You can banish the Grim Trope entirely from Hollow Nest, or you can fight the Nightmare King Grim to get the final. And both of them will actually no. Sorry. If you fight Nightmare King Grim, you get the final Grimchild upgrade. But if you choose to banish them, you get something called Carefree Melody, and both are not good charms. So Grimchild can be useful in some situations. I don't know too much about Carefree Melody, but I'm pretty sure that's just like one of the worst charms in the game.
When you say, oh yeah, they made this great DLC and stuff, but it's just bad what it gives you. Fights are good. Rewards are bad.
Well, yeah, but the reward is fighting the boss. That's half of the reward in these games. The bosses are just really good. There's very few bosses I would say are actively bad. And even if they are like bad, it's usually boils down to just they're a little bit unintuitive. But not like the craziest worst thing ever. However, Silksong has just so many good bosses. You kind of forget, like, when you encounter a boss that's like subpar, you like forget that like all of the bosses are like just top tier in the game. So like you think one boss is bad, but it's just so much better than like most other games anyway. It's Silksong is really good. I've been so addicted to it. Yeah, while Rossum was fighting, I was so mesmerized by the Grim fight that I haven't been paying attention to everything else going on.
Honestly, same. I've been watching the Grim fight as well.
Yeah, it's a really good fight. The first Grim fight definitely a lot easier. But it's like the movement of it is just so like mesmerizing for sure. It's like a dance. It's
Unfortunately, only pulling a Crossroads stag out of it.
Yeah, which is the least useful stag aside from I think Dirtmouth stag isn't even something you can unlock. So
it is. It unlocks the door to get into it from the Dirtmouth side.
Ah, yes, that makes sense.
It is less useful than Crossroads stag, though.
Yeah, I guess Crossroads stag can be useful for the sake of getting back to Crossroads.
And it looks like we have our first trip into the city. Probably going for that hinted movement.
Yeah.
On Zed's side.
Zed is moving towards the city though. Yeah, with Isma's tears. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I didn't even think about this. I've never gone this way with Isma's tear.
Swag getting the infection pogo in.
Oh, there you go.
To get down into waste. It is the other general early use for infected Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
It adds infection bubbles that you could pogo off of to get down into the fungal waste shaft early. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised we didn't see that sooner, given they have shops on, and Leg Eater's shop is right there after the transition.
Hmm. True, yeah. Leg Eater. Let's see if Leg Eater has anything big. Pay to see something nice is crazy.
3 grubs and a vessel fragment.
Well, that's unfortunate. Vessel fragments let you get like extra soul extensions when you unlock 3 of them, so that you can store more spells and heals. But they're not useful for the randomizer unless you need them for skill reasons. One thing I've been wanting to
can be useful.
Yeah, that's true. Of course. One thing I've been wanting to mention that I keep forgetting. Whenever they're if they're like dropping down and you see them open the menu, I've been seeing that a lot from Zed and Rossum. That's what they're doing is an inventory drop. When you have your inventory or like a pause screen open, well, I guess not a pause screen because pause screen is the actual pause, but like your inventory open while you're falling, it actually uncaps your fall speed, so you can fall extremely fast and not have like what's it called? It's like sometimes when you fall from a large distance, you get like a stun on the ground that doesn't let you move for a while. That completely negates that, I think. So aside from falling faster, you also get no stun.
So they're using gamer strats in
Yeah.
a race? Crazy.
Yep.
Oh, there's another Descending Dark for Swag.
Okay.
Really?
So I think that means they get the full Descending Dark. Oh no, that's for Rui. Wait.
I think
Did-
Rawson
Which
is
slot
about to
has
get
They
which
his-
both got
spells?
it at the same
Yep,
time.
Rawson is about to get his.
That's
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's very.
Rostam
say, I
has
did
also
notice that.
been. Rostam has also
Yeah.
been sent their Monarch wings. It looks like.
Yeah, they just got sent Monarch Wings pretty recently, which is the double jump. And I see them using that quite a bit. That is pretty big because while it's like, it definitely gives a lot of checks, but the other thing is just any sort of movement is just going to make you move so much faster. Like, you'll just see like I noticed on Swag when Swag was trying to get that check, Swag had to like attempt a simple jump across like 3 times to actually make it, and then Rossum just went up there and double jumped right up like it was nothing, and I was like, I really got to see the difference there. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to me. But considering both of them came up as Descending Dark, I think that does mean that they have enough. Oh no! I'm looking on Zed now. It says Desolate Dive, as opposed to Descending Dark. So they did get the first progression of that one instead of the second. I do believe Descending Dark has significantly more invincibility frames, so it's even better for that too.
I
I'm
believe
not
that's
mistaken.
correct, but I'm not certain off the top of my head.
Yeah.
We also see Swag fighting another of the Dream Warriors,
Yeah. This one
going after
is like
Mr. Pancake.
Mr. Pancake, yeah. This one is honestly like really easy if you have the Shadow Dash. If you don't, it's still easy, but it's like it's a pretty noticeable difficulty jump, though. I think Shadow Dash in general is just really good in every situation. So whatever. But
Shade
I
Cloak
personally
is
have trouble with
usually-
that fight without it. Shade Cloak, yeah, that's what it's called.
It's very nice to have in a lot of instances.
Yeah. Basically, Shade Cloak. So there's 2 different dashes you can have, which is also progressive. So you get one and then you get the other. But Shade Cloak is a variation of it that lets you like I called it Shadow Dash because you get like a shadow, and you can like phase through enemies. It's invincibility frames during your dash. So it is very good for the sake of evading. I don't think I would have been able to do like some of the Pantheons without it. I relied a lot to dodge enemies by just dashing through them.
5 frames on a dash is fairly common in action games, so it's nice to see it's something that exists.
that's
But not something you have to earn, though, is interesting. That's just a vanilla
Yeah.
grub.
Oh yeah, it's in the vanilla game, it is a huge thing to get that. You have to do. Actually, no, you just need the King's Brand and then you go down. You don't need that's for Voidheart. I was thinking of Voidheart, but Shade Soul, you get the King's Fragment after fighting Hornet the second time, and then you go down into the Abyss, which is like near the center of the map and all the way down, and then you will get your Shade Cloak. So it's pretty out of the way, I would say.
It is a fairly late game check as well.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
Rossum's
we have
sending out
Rossum.
that
Yeah.
Mantis Claw.
The Mantis Claw. This is the vanilla spot for Mantis Claw, and that is where we're gonna get Mantis Claw for the Zed. And I think Swag is moving towards it. Swag's almost there. I think. They're taking the Oh no, they're going up.
The scenic
Where's
route?
Swag going? There are two different routes to get to that to
It looks like
One
they're
of them
mostly
requires-
taking the chance to clear out a bunch of fungal
All the
wastes while they're
tags.
here.
That makes sense. They're not just rushing for it.
Yeah, reducing backtracking and all that.
Hmm.
Definitely smart in a race setting like this.
Hmm.
Even with some form of fast travel, you don't want to be rushing back to an area you were already close to before.
Stalwart Shell? I forgot what that one even does.
Reduces knockback, I believe.
That's Steady Body, no? I don't know.
Isn't which one of them reduces knockback when you get hit? One of them reduces knockback when no, that's
I don't remember. I remember using. I remember distinctly using. Okay, maybe one. Yeah, like okay, when you get hit, and the other one is knockback when you attack.
yes.
Steady body. Steady body is when you attack, you won't get pushed back. Usually when you attack horizontally in this game, you get a little bit of pushback. And steady body will make it so you just can kind of like spam your attack at an enemy and push them back without yourself getting pushed back. It actually is pretty useful with quick slash.
Would you like the info
trigger.
I have found from the internet? The iframes after taking damage is longer.
Okay.
I believe it also reduces knockback by an amount.
Okay. Intriguing.
Oh, it does. It does reduce recoil for being hit as well. Yes.
Okay.
So you have more opportunity after being hit to recover or to react.
Honestly, this grub that Rossum is going for, I find just one of the most annoying. Yeah, that's usually a grub that's there. And I just kind of find that upward segment annoying because of the placement of the enemies.
The bouncy castle room.
Yeah, the bouncy castle room. Exactly.
Just jump in there and get ping pong from floor to ceiling.
I am seeing that both of the teams are in a pretty even state right now. I guess it is still we're already like an hour in, aren't we? And none of them are making like significant progress over the other, I would say, because Swag's just about to get to
just
that
under
mana
an hour. Yeah.
So yeah, we're seeing a pretty decently close race here, but I can imagine, I can see one still getting the chance to pull ahead because it really has not been.
It looks
too
like
long.
Swag doesn't actually have the movement to get to that Mantis Claw.
Oh, because Rossum had the double jump to get there. Uh-oh.
Yep, they got close and they had to bench warp away.
That is
Okay.
unfortunate.
That
definitely
seems
will
like
make a
a
difference.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a cause for panic. I think Swag can do it with shades with not a shade skip, a what do you call it?
Pogo.
There
Vengeful
might be
Spirit?
a background pogo.
Maybe a background Pogo? No, I'm thinking like a spell. Like what's the Vengeful Spirit when you get the knockback from it? I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're going back down there and getting soul along the way. Either that or doing a shade skip because they don't have the shade right now. I didn't notice. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Unfortunately, I believe that shade spawns further into that room, so I'm not sure that's going to work out for them.
I am unsure what's going on here. Okay, no, Swag's going into city. They don't have Menace Claw. Swag's
They don't have Mantis Claw or Ismas.
yeah. I'm intrigued by what's going on here. Okay, you have Zed fighting Soul Warrior to get the Manus Claw for Rossum. So there's that.
Means that they now have both of their vertical movement options.
Yeah.
Claw
That's actually
and
going to put them
wings.
significantly ahead since Swag wasn't able to get the Manus Claw for Rui. That's an uh-oh moment. I want to double check where they found the Monarch wings. It was at Wanderer's Journal City Storeroom. So I guess Rui never ended up going to City Storerooms. Maybe they don't. Does Rui have Ismas? Let me look back and see if Rui has Ismas.
Believe
They do,
I
yeah.
definitely saw some Ismas flying around earlier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rui has Ismas. It was at Mothwing Cloak. I think
Rossum just hinted Dreamers and found that Lurian at Grub Crossroads.
Oh, there was the really early hint moment. Well, I guess not really early because in Logic it was not Logic. But
Slightly unfortunate for them that they used those hint points without having come across that check naturally like the other team did.
yeah, that definitely puts, at least in terms of hinting, that puts Swag and Rui a little bit ahead for hint points. Not by a crazy amount, I wouldn't say. Is it on 5% hits or 10%?
It is on 5% for marathon safety.
Makes sense. Oh, they went for an explosion pogo. They're gonna do it again. This little thing, it has a hitbox on the little projectile itself, and then the explosion that it produces also has a pogoable hitbox, which is just a really funky trick. It looks like they're pogoing off of nothing. But since he failed it 3 times, he's choosing to go for a heal off of that guy. And I think he's going to go for it again now. This would be an alternate way to get into the Manus Claw. This is the way the speedruns normally get it to Manus Claw, by doing this pogo. It's a pretty tough trick, so I think he's prioritizing the shade because he does not want to lose all his money.
I did see Rossum was waiting in a spot for Zed to send the Crystal Heart, and then they immediately dashed with it through a long hallway.
That makes sense, yeah.
Getting into their own city with that.
You have Zed fighting a boss, Soul Master. Almost dying. It would be pretty bad to die to it because it has a pretty long run back, and he is safe now, so. Yeah, this is one of the earlier bosses you would typically fight. This is where you normally get the Desolate Dive. You'll see this boss actually going for that dive move, especially in the second phase. It'll just spam that move over and over. So this is where you would normally get that.
Swag almost got the explosion pogo there. That was incredibly close. And incredibly heartbreaking to see them fail it.
Yeah.
I'll say there is a lineup for it that it doesn't seem like they know.
Oh, that's an interesting. They're using Hive Blood to get their passive. So Hive Blood will regen their health if they don't take damage for a while, just automatically. So you'll see on the top left the heart just regenning because they haven't taken damage. So that's certainly one way to get that check, to get that trick, is to, like, you know, if you fail the trick, then you just sit around for, I think it takes 8 seconds to regen a heart.
Of note, though, is that they will not get all of their masks back with that, because the explosions do 2 masks of damage, and a high floor will only ever regenerate the most recent mask taken.
But
it will help to mitigate some of the damage and give them more attempts every time they're down here.
Yeah. This is true.
And it looks like they found the lineup for it.
Okay.
That was a much cleaner attempt.
There it is. Oh, but but not quite.
Two very close attempts in a row. They just didn't quite have the height for it.
Come on.
They are taking the damage, so it's progress. Let's see if they can get it. It would be pretty big if they can get it.
It is possible to get up there without getting hit, but it's a lot. You get a little bit more leeway in your height if you take the knockback from the damage, though.
Nope. Gonna go for the heal. If they can damage this thing and then get away without killing it, I guess he doesn't realize that you can just damage it for the soul and then leave and come back so that it doesn't die.
On the other side, we see Rossum following Zed into Soul Sanctum.
Yeah, they're both in Soul Sanctum now.
I think Zed might have actually just left. Or is in the process of leaving. It looks like they fully cleared it out.
Oh boy. Flag is really struggling with this trick. Which is fair, it's a really hard trick. I could never do this.
Explosion Pogo is probably one of the more difficult tricks that the speedrun uses.
Well, there's definitely something where you have to debate. Do you keep trying this trick, or do you try to go elsewhere to get other items that will hopefully be what is you logically need to get to
the Mark of Pride. Okay. Mark of Pride is a range upgrade, which will make this a lot easier.
Oh.
Yeah, Mark of Pride is long nail, but better. It gives you more range than long nail does.
So,
I think it's 1 notch more expensive in vanilla, but it gives you more range than long nail gives you.
Yeah, one more than long nail. What's interesting currently is not only does Swag have Mark of Pride, Swag has Mark of Pride and long nail equipped at once, which it's just a massive range. It's huge. You can look at like the up flash. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do stack, and it is absolutely wonderful for anyone using a nail build to kill things.
That is a really fortunate thing to get while trying to go for this trick, though it's still hard. But it's definitely a lot more worth it. And to answer your question, Hop Up, I would say it's more worth going for this check than getting other checks because again, Manda's Claw is just really good. It is a wall jump, a lot of vertical movement, and it's just one of the best items. It's the best movement option, according to Akos.
In terms of checks, Swag finally getting Explosion Pogo down. Congratulations.
Hey. So
you did get the damage tank from it, so I hope they don't die here.
How are you supposed to get to Mate's Club Vanilla then, if you got all these shenanigans?
By having dash.
Yeah.
You get dash before you get wall climb.
Yeah.
That sounds right for Metroidvania, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dash comes from the first Hornet fight in vanilla.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swag. We saw Swag go down the normal way before, but they just couldn't make the ledge because they didn't have dash. So that's why they went for the Explosion Pogo instead.
I'm trying to think about other Metroidvanias I know where it's Super Metroid. At least you start with wall jump immediately.
Super Metroid doesn't really have a dash equivalent though.
Yeah.
Aside from like Shine Spark, if you want to count that.
Yeah, Shine Spark is very specific. It's not
Yeah.
a generic dash lily wherever.
They're struggling to get this Manus Pogo, which is not good. Especially now that they only have one Manus instead of two. Uh-oh. Can they go around? They can, right? Oh no, but it's hard because there's no dash. Uh-oh.
Without dash, I'm not sure if they could get up there.
Oh, there's another Manus they can try. Let's see.
They could leave this young mantis here and go around.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that might
wait,
be a
I
little
think they got it.
Okay.
Using the shriek to stall their movement in there to make the ledge. Very nice.
Nice.
Reload
nice,
the page,
nice.
maybe it'll... Because I'm having a bit of a delay here.
And there is the mantis claw for Rui.
That should set Swag and Rui back on track.
Rui, okay,
Heading
so
in the other direction.
we have some hints on the Dreamers. Lurian, so Monomon is at Sly Key 6, so that's they did not. That's a wasted hint as well.
No, I believe that is Zed slot, and they do not have Shopkeeper's Key yet. It is Rossum that has Shopkeeper's Key.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah. So that's gonna be in Zed and Rui's world at Sly once they get the Shopkeeper's Key. And then the other one, where is what's his name? No,
Hera?
Hera. Where's Hera?
I'm
Pop
not
up.
sure if
You have
Hera ended
you
up
have the
Yeah,
other tech
here.
line open. Can you tell where? Oh wait, never
Do you want
mind.
the
It's that they
spoil
haven't
up, or do you
seen it
want
yet.
the
Hera
Sorry,
is
no.
at Nailmaster's Glory.
No Master's Glory. That's crazy, actually.
Because that is going to need all 3 of the nail arts,
Nail art
to get that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, we might be here for a while.
Oh, all right. We're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah,
They have, it looks like they.
What's
It looks like they have Great Slash.
Okay, that's one of the 3. So to get one of the 3 MacGuffins to beat the game, they need 3 MacGuffins to get a different item, basically. So
Well, they're not MacGuffins; they're actual abilities, but still.
yeah, but yeah, still.
In this case, it's acting as a MacGuffin as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they will need Cyclone Slash and Dash Slash.
Yeah.
So I believe that is all 3 Dreamers hinted for their side.
Yes.
So their next
Yeah.
hints will likely be the 2 abilities or the 2 nail arts and Zed's Shopkeeper Key, because those are the 3 items that they're going to require to get their last 2 Dreamers.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what other items are they looking to see, both for combat and for movement, to get towards goal?
For movement, I mean, they might. They won't need dash. Dash is definitely not the most useful thing. So as long as they have the Monarch wings, but honestly, to goal, you don't even really need Monarch wings in that fight. So like literally, it's just the Dreamers and they can goal. You probably want to see some nail upgrades just to make the fight easier, but it's not a really hard fight. It's honestly, the Hollow Knight is like a pretty easy in terms of final boss. The actual hard boss is the true ending boss, being the Radiance, but even that one isn't that crazy
Right.
in terms of the greater scale of the game. Though I do struggle in it, in AP. I remember one time I did a sync, and I struggled for like 30 minutes on the Radiance because I was way more confident in myself doing it on low health than I should have been.
Randomizer is also fun because there are some attacks that you straight up cannot dodge in Radiance without either Shade Cloak or Dive.
That is true. I forgot about that.
So for True Ending Archipelago, you do sometimes need to just tank some hits, depending on what you've been sent.
Is goal in logic without Shade Cloak?
I think it depends on proficient combat and what else you've been sent. If you have Dive and enough masks, I believe it would be.
Oh, Interesting.
Now, speaking of Gorgeous Husk earlier, it looks like Rostam is heading there now to get this check.
Yeah.
And Swag fighting his own Grim one.
Swag fighting
Yeah.
Grim to get that crossroads stag.
The beautiful crossroads stag. I wonder if it's that they don't have much in logic, but they have Mana's Claw now. So, oh no, they sent Mana's Claw.
Yes, they sent Mantis Claw to Rui. So it could just be they're clearing out an annoying check while they wait.
Yeah. I guess.
So I would say Zed and Rossum are just ahead in terms of progression, but considering that Swag did manage to get that explosion pogo off and get to that Mana's Claw, we could see a comeback. That's definitely, it's very anyone's game currently. Though I will say having Zed and Rossum having the knowledge of the locations of the Dreamers is also something that's pretty big, and I don't think it has been hinted for Swag and Rui. But we'll just see how things unfold.
Real quick, it does not look like they have hinted any of their Dreamers yet.
Yeah, they haven't hinted them.
They did find the one.
They only need to hint
so
2 of them, though.
Probably would wait to hint them until they have more movement.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
Rossum is ahead the Monarch Wings, so it was probably a big component of them deciding to hint Dreamers now instead of going for more movement hints.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder what Zed is currently waiting for. Oh, no, Zed was just probably busy with something. Had to take
they were hinting their dash slash, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which, as we found out not that long ago, is a required item for them.
Yeah.
Getting a nice background pogo up into Watcher Spire.
This is you would normally need a double jump there. Or you don't need it. To get up there, you don't. But like, I guess to get up to this area, there's probably another way around.
No, to get into Watcher Spire, Monarch Wings is required in vanilla.
Oh.
But that background pogo is another one that you will often see in actual speedruns.
Yeah. Very much, yeah. Is that the only place in the regular vanilla route that would require double jump, or is there another place that I'm not remembering?
For any percent, I believe that's the only one.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Because Hera definitely doesn't need it. That just needs... There's way too many walls in Beast's Den.
Yeah.
And Monomon has... I think Monomon needs... Because they skip getting Ismas in the speedrun. They use Acid Skip to get down there.
Oh yeah, they use an acid
And
skip for like any percent speed run.
Yes,
But, like,
and
I'm like thinking about what the game requires of you.
Oh, well, what the game requires, yes, definitely Ismas.
Yeah, for like a casual playthrough. Yeah. Oh, HK2 just found Shaman Stone at Slacky 5. Okay. Shaman Stone is one of the strongest charms in the game. It powers up your spells, which are already really good, and now they have a damage upgrade, which is just really awesome.
Interesting to see them not purchasing their Monomon there, though. It could be they're waiting to not infect Crossroads for some reason.
Maybe? I guess, yeah, I don't know.
But it looked like they cleared out the entire rest of the shop checks and left Monomon in there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It might be because they don't want to infect Crossroads yet.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't know why they would be. I guess maybe they're just in case they have to do like flower quests or something. I have no idea. Like, I can't think of why they would be against having infected Crossroads. It is more tough, but it doesn't really make a huge difference, I don't think.
It looks like they're heading down to pick up that. Oh no, their dash slash was there. They might have been waiting to pick that up before picking up the Dreamer then.
Oh, that is the same spot that Lurian is in the other world. That's really funny. That both of them were required to get that check. That specific check.
Dash
We
slash
just found a
is
mistreak.
another sword art, or
Yes, it is the second nail art that they needed. They have also hinted their Cyclops slash, which is the final one that they're going to require. Not sure where that is because I'm connected to the wrong client.
is a Mask
LNG,
Shard
of
Stone
course.
Sanctuary in HK2.
Oh, that is in it looks like they're actually going there right now. That is No Eyes Arena.
It seems Rui was deeply considering quick focus there for a moment. I didn't see the charm cost on it, but I think he really wanted to get that. Rossum found Sharp Shadow, which is going to be the first version of it, so it's just going to give them the normal dash.
No, Sharp Shadow is the charm that makes your Shade Cloak deal damage. It will do nothing if they do not have Shade Cloak.
Versus Sharp Shadow. Yeah, sorry. Never mind then. No dash.
And it looks like Zed is doing No Eyes in the Dark. They can't actually trigger the Dream Warrior fight, but they can get through the room to the Mask Shard that has their final nail art in it.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Also, it looks like-
Wait, does that mean that they're going to be able to just... Wait. Because they
I believe
just
that
didn't
puts them in
buy
Go
mono
mode,
yet.
yes.
Yeah, that's actually going to put them in Go mode. Okay. Well,
We're
yeah.
Go mode already?
No, well, we're waiting for Zed to get yeah, I think Zed and Rossum are going to be in Go mode very soon.
That is a very nice strategy. It looks like Rossum is heading into the room since he has Lumifly Lantern so that Zed can see where the platforms are.
That's crazy. Yeah, so basically, remember the 3 items they needed to get to one of the Dreamers? They're going for the last of those 3 items, and then they're going to be able to get Nailmaster's Glory, which is going to give them the last Dreamer, and then they're just going to be Go mode, which is crazy. I did not really expect that to unfold that fast.
This could be an under 2-hour race.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot further away, but I guess they just had really lucky locations for the other items. So,
I actually really like this strategy from Rossum. I never would have thought of this.
Yeah, that's true. Basically what's going on, Zed does not have something called Lumify Lantern, which lets him see in the dark. So there's just this really dark room that they couldn't get through normally. I mean, that you could, but it would be really tough.
Right, it's like
so what?
Past dark rooms where logically, normally, you're not expected to do it without the light. But if you know the game and you know the room, you can.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing. So what the strategy was, Rossum went into that same room, and on their screen, and since they're streaming to each other, Zed was able to see what the room looked like on Rossum's screen, which is just a really interesting strategy. Yeah, neither of us would have thought of that.
Oh, that is actually really smart to do.
Yeah, that is an absolutely diabolical strategy.
That was both Hair and Monomum literally back to back.
Yeah, Hair and Monomum. Well, Monomum was just at the shop, and for some reason they skipped it before.
So they just went and bought it just then, and then they're going.
Mm-hmm. And now, Rossum is approaching the final boss, and ACs is on their way too.
Oh my god, World Sense.
Crazy. World Sense.
So
wait, World Sense at World Sense? That's crazy.
It didn't come up as randomized, so I don't think it is randomized.
No, it is.
No,
it
because
is
there was another time that they just got World Sense somewhere else.
Zed found theirs somewhere else, so that was actually randomized there.
Okay, that was pure vanilla World Sense. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we at? What are we? 5 minutes out from goal, if that.
Something like that.
Unless Rossum dies,
right.
Which they are on 1 health right now. Okay, they got the stagger, so they get the heal.
Well, I'm glad to say that we're finishing much earlier than we expected.
Yeah, this is definitely. I thought this was gonna be a lot longer because again, I thought the 3 MacGuffins were gonna be a little bit harder to get.
Okay,
But-
I might
Rossum
go
just-
tell Team 1 to not stop or not ping, and then just have Team 2 keep going. I think just because we have time.
Okay.
Yeah, may as well let them. Rossum at 1 health for the 3rd time in this fight. And getting the stagger for the 3rd time.
Hmm. Yeah. Rossum's playing pretty risky here, but
It's paying off for them, though. They've managed to get the
Yeah.
stagger every time they've been low.
hmm. There's a oh, there we go. Yeah, no, this is huge.
Okay, if I type in the client, will they see it? Right? They should see
They
it,
would,
right?
but yeah, they would see it.
And unfortunately dying to their Hollow Knight fight.
Oh boy.
Great chat.
Yeah, they'll be able to see it, but the question is, are they going to be checking it when they finish? Okay, so Rossum is now in the phase where Hollow Knight tries to stab the infection out of him. Which basically, the Hollow Knight was made as like a vessel to store the radiance, which was causing an infection all throughout Hollow Nest. And that's the reason that Hollow Knight is currently stabbing itself here, because there's like a sense of like non-infected part of him that wants that infection out. But then you'll see like some attacks, like that attack right there, is it getting almost overtaken by the radiance physically. Usually for the true ending, what you will do is you will use a dream nail on the Hollow Knight so that you'll be able to go into his dream world and then fight the radiance from the inside. That's the true ending of the game usually.
I believe with that last stagger, Rossum is now on the final phase. That if they were going for true ending, that would have been actually. No, this is where Hornet would show up if they were going for true ending.
Yeah, Hornet would show up and let them would go
Yeah, right
"Get
after
good."
that. Yeah, right after that, Ross. So Rossum is currently on the final phase on their
Yeah.
side.
The fight kind of gets progressively easier as it goes, aside from one of the attacks being a little bit annoying, but there's a lot more opportunities to heal and stuff. And there it is. Rossum has beaten the final.
Yeah, I'm gonna go actually talk with them. So I will BRB in a moment.
Unfortunately, it looks like Zed died again, and they are
Though
not sure
I'm a little
what they're
bit
waiting for.
confused to see. I'm thinking like I don't want to give Rui and Swag like the hope of winning when they've already lost. So I guess we can let them keep going. But like maybe we just like tell them that they lost. I don't know, because it's kind of weird. I would feel bad to just like let them keep going thinking they might win.
It's.
Where's
I mean, I can also see if they know that they've already lost, they might not necessarily want to keep playing. So
yeah,
I
that's
guess
fair. That's fair.
I could kind of see it both ways.
I don't know. Your call,
Well,
Hop.
it looks.
I don't know where that's
not
going.
actually currently here. Looks probably going to get more.
Nail upgrades.
Yes. Nail upgrades
Yeah.
would be. I was going to say possibly going to find a hinted charm or something to make their fight easier, but yes, it looks like they're heading to the Nail Master for another nail upgrade.
After slowly conversing with the about to win team,
Mm-hmm.
believe they do say it would probably was because of the hints. So yeah, just I'm just gonna give some talk about how this tournament has whole been going.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel like since like second match, I had a feeling, as you said, Rossum were at least gonna get to finals, if not win, because they generally know how to use the hints and using them for good items. So the fact hints were set to 5% and not 10% did absolutely speed up the whole run.
Yeah,
Probably been like an over 2 hour, 2.5 run.
I feel
with
like
the
if they didn't
more hints.
have 5% hints, we would have been here for like 4 hours.
They didn't think it would have been that long, but
Maybe not that long, but it would have been significantly longer because again, they were able to hint the locations of their great slash things, which their nail arts.
Honestly, I think the biggest pickup was that I don't believe it was actually hinted, the Mothwing cloak. Or the Monarch wings.
Yeah. They just
Well,
randomly,
no.
Monarch wings, the wings.
no, yeah, they did. They randomly got their Monarch wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the point when we really diverged and Ralston and Zed pulled ahead.
Yeah.
Because that allowed them to get the Mantis Claw earlier.
Yeah, they were just
And-
able to. You're able to move faster. You're able to get to other places. Obviously, in Mantis Claw, they didn't have to go for the really tough explosion poga. So yeah, I did wonder. They still haven't hinted their They're just not using their hints very well because they still have yet to hint their dreamers.
No, I believe Swag and Rui have hinted their dreamers not that long ago.
Oh really?
Yep. They hinted their dreamers and they hinted the shopkeeper's key that is locking Monomon.
I see.
Okay.
Monomon hinted, but not Hera. Did they find Hera? They did not find Hera. So they know where
no.
Monomon is. They don't know where Hera is.
Yes, they used one dreamers category hint, and that showed the blurry that they already picked up and the Monomon.
Okay.
So they still do not know that Hera is behind
Yeah. So wondering
Their,
how far do you think
nail arts.
Rui and Swag are from at least finding out where the Hera is and goaling then?
Well, if they're hinting dreamers, then Hera will probably be their next hint, I would assume.
All right, and the question is, how far away would that be? We don't want to be sticking around for another hour or so. If it's like 20 minutes, should be fine, but something about timing.
The issue is that once they hint and see that it is at Nailmaster's Glory, they will also have to hint the next nail arts that they don't have.
That is really crazy. I just watched Zed's stream, and they were healing while Hollow Knight was trying to slam down on them, and the Hollow Knight just missed 3 times. They could have really died there.
That was really good spacing.
Yeah,
Because it will kind of sway back and forth as it uses that attack.
that's true. I will say dodging that attack with that dash is pretty rough. Oh, there it is. GG.
GG, that's a 133.49, I believe I saw.
Oh my. Yeah, no, this is really fast.
Their one final hit they need to do. I guess I could look at the
Team number 1 has completed all of their games.
yeah,
Absurdly underestimate.
Certainly underestimate indeed.
Yeah.
I will. There's the bug. The knight locking himself up. Because normal ending.
Yep. Yeah, basically, Knight just recaptures the Radiance and takes the place of the Hollow Knight because the original Hollow Knight was leaking the infection, which is why the new Hollow Knight had to take its place. But it's not going to hold forever, which is why the true ending is taking it out from its source, I suppose.
I mean, there's theory that it would hold, just because the Knight is supposed to be what the Hollow Knight is what the Hollow Knight was supposed to be without the emotional attachment that allowed the Radiance to leak.
That's true. I don't know.
Hoping to see another hint. I'm wondering if I should just
But I
call
think-
at this point.
I do think the point is that none of the vessels are truly hollow. It's not a single one of them are hollow because um they all have emotion in some well, maybe not like emotion, but like I don't know how to put it. I think the plan was doomed from the start. I think that's the point. I'm
The
not sure.
host, the vessels.
Oh, there's
was
Mothwing Cloak. Oh, they must have hinted Mothwing Cloak, and that's why they just went for it. Or maybe not. Maybe they just came here and saw Mothwing Cloak, and they just spent a lot of time trying to get that. Which, oh,
I mean, dash is useful for making checks accessible, so I don't necessarily blame them for that one if they saw it.
I guess, but I guess with hindsight, knowing that it's not needed for their goal, it's just kind of sad to see they're using up their time that way.
It does make sense that on a standard run you'd say, "Hey, let's get the first movement item," because that's what the basis of everything else is all based off of.
Yeah, true. It also allows for faster movement. You can see them dashing everywhere, so.
Yeah, they just hinted for Monarch Wings. So.
Yeah, the double jump.
They have been sent the shopkeeper's key, so they can pick up their second dreamer now.
Possibly from that other check, then we will see.
Yeah. That's Soul Eater, okay.
I think it might be good to just call it then. Just to so we can wrap up.
Okay. Whatever your call. I don't mind. But it's definitely less exciting now that we have a winner.
Yeah, also given that we still haven't seen the Hera hint, and again, they would still need to hint 2 nail arts after that, because they do also only have Great Slash.
Hmm.
Alright,
They really should have hinted those earlier.
Incoming ping to y'all as well, but
Crazy work. Oh, they already. Okay.
Oh, it looks like they have hinted that Hera now, actually. Right at the last moment.
right of them pinging thing, Jimmy.
Seeing it on Nailmeister's Glory, and see them going to their nail arts and looking at their 1 Great Slash.
Yeah, you can see that there. I guess they could finish. Yeah, they're actually not. I wouldn't even say a half hour. It might even be less. I don't know.
Hold on.
They would need to hint the 2 slash items.
Alright, I guess they've been told play. Let's see what they say. Yeah, it's true. We are still very early. Yeah, if it's like half an hour out, you can finish. You can go more. We'll see what they say.
Leaving it up to the runners is probably the best way.
Yep, they just found out they got the NG. You're watching the
Nailmeister's Glory.
Discord chat going.
Yeah.
All right, people saying play, then go play. More content. They're going.
Okay. We keep it going.
Keep it going.
Given
All right.
how ahead of schedule we are.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
Definitely got the
By
time.
like a couple hours. Yeah. So.
Hey, we're last run of the night. We've been ahead literally all day. Somehow we've been ahead all day. It
Just
just
want to see me
happened.
speed run in Outer Wilds Soul. I'm kidding.
I will pull out Outer Wild Speedrunner.
Do you want to like just do like a double Outer Wilds? Do you think we could do that in like an hour and a half? Probably could.
Okay. No, I mean, I was gonna do like an actual like Outer Wilds speed run, which was been very not like an actual speed run, but like I'm pretty sure I could pull it off. I've done a day one before. I haven't done it in a while, but
Okay, so you're gonna do like a quick like one of the like 10 minute ones,
probably not actually.
like any percent. No, okay.
Yeah, yes, it would have been like just
It would have been an 80%. Okay.
actual day one any percent. Just cause, but no,
I
not
will
gonna
never
do it.
learn Outer Wilds any percent. It just scares me.
Learn how to do day one. Don't learn how to do the actual speed run. I'll say that.
Okay, well yeah, how to do day one
It's
is
good
really
to
easy.
learn the day one.
Day one is really easy. It's just beating the game.
Yes, it's an actual achievement, but you don't need to learn
The whole
actual
speedrun, yeah, that's
80%
true.
speed run.
But you know, I've seen like world record speedrun, like they freaking lodge their ship
It's
in the freaking tower. That's
crazy.
crazy to me. It's insane.
I wish I'm not talking about other games, but what we can do. We can talk about Archipelago in general. Archipelago is wonderful. Slice switch. There we go.
I just
last two.
love the concept of combining multiple randomizers into one. It's just so cool. Like it never ceases to amaze me.
A wonderful concept that is just grown and grown so much.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate it because it's made me learn so many new games.
Yeah, I there's so many games I played just for the sake of Archipelago. I can look at my Steam library right now. I've got I played Animal Well I had played before, but I never finished it, and I finished it for Archipelago. Duranko Wonko is a really cute little free game.
Duranko Wonko is such a good knit game.
I love it. It's so cute. I played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes for Archipelago, Lingo, The Witness, Rusted Moss. I plan to finish Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I never finished it. I wasn't the hugest fan, but for the sake of Archipelago. Muse Dash is a game that I had before, but I didn't really like start playing a ton until I had Archipelago. Shapes is one. Shapes is Peak, A Short Hike. I played for Archipelago, VVVVVV. Like, there's just so many games I played in the last few months just because I've been so into Archipelago, just because of Archipelago.
Over the past, I guess, approaching 4 years, but 5-6 events of Multithon, we've shown off at least a dozen different games that are available in Archipelago through the many different Archipelago segments we've had.
Yeah.
It's just, it works. Archipelago just works so well for this event like Multithon, though. As it gets bigger, it's like, what is this segment? What game do you have that you've submitted for this segment? It's also funny to look at it like, what? Huh? This is a game that you've randomized?
Yeah.
I've seen a few games in the unsupported list, and I'm just like, wait, you can do that?
Yeah, there's definitely some games where it's like, wow, how does that even work with Archipelago? I mean, Outer Wilds is one of the ones that really blew me away. The fact that they were able to do it, but they really did, and it's really good.
From the start, I was one of the biggest detractors from Outer Wilds, because I'm like, wow, how could you do this? How could you make this actually be randomized? And now I'm one of its bigger supporters.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It's
I mean, I've seen Return of the Obra Dinn in the unsupported list, and I'm still wondering how that one works.
I haven't even played
haven't
that.
looked into it yet, but it's certainly something. They did that, yeah, because
They have Power
that
Wash
compared to
Simulator.
Outer Worlds is a bit hard to because it's correct. Because if Obra Dinn, there's not much actually doing stuff. It's literally just a logic puzzle you're solving. So
Hmm.
I guess you've unlocked each of the deaths is all, but it seems very cut and dry in what it is.
Hmm.
Right.
Also,
Yes.
since
It can be randomized, it's not that interesting to play, I'd say.
Interesting.
Lyric mentioned it, a hilarious little anecdote on the Power Wash Simulator. Like, not even a week before that thing showed up on the unsupported list, I was talking to somebody and I was like, how is Power Wash Simulator not gotten a randomizer? It seems like the kind of game that people who play randomizers would play a lot of. And then, like, 4 days later, there it is on the list.
That's really funny.
Sorry, it's not Rubik's Cube. What is it called?
Oh, I forgot what it's called, but it is just a Rubik's Cube.
For legal reasons, it is not called Rubik's Cube. What is it called? It's something cube. Twisty Cube is what it's called.
Twisty Cube.
It's called Twisty Cube. Yeah, oh yes. Simon Tatham. Okay, Simon Tatham's puzzle collection is good because you're still actively doing something, and what you're unlocking is actually doing a puzzle. So that's a decent implementation.
Though I don't like the 1-for-1 format in general.
Yeah, that's also annoying and not that good for certain.
They could have done puzzle packs, I feel. Like a pack of 5.
Having one check unlocking multiple pack. I guess you could.
There's a YAML setup that they have that does that now.
Oh, really?
They have like tiered puzzles where like everything that you're sent is a tier 1 puzzle, and then there's a 50-50 chance for tier 1 to either send out a check or unlock a tier 2 up to however many tiers you want.
Interesting.
As a kind of callback to a previous segment, but Pammy, who ran Teenage Exocolonist, is currently working on an AP implementation for that as well, which, and also I don't believe they mentioned it, but they are running a beta async for that starting right after Multithon ends. Starting on Tuesday, I believe, if people want to join the main AP server and check that out. Have some fun with that. Yes, I'm calling you out in a positive way, Pammy.
Yeah. I love Archipelago, though. It's just awesome.
It is done a lot. I've actually have to really had to step back from playing Archipelago to other games to play that are not randomized, even though there's so many I want to play randomized as well.
Yeah. That's the issue. Sometimes I find it hard to get motivation to play games that don't have randomizers.
There's unrandomized games out there? That seems illegal.
That's crazy.
I've gone the other direction now where I'm like, I want to play not randomized games for AP. All these new games coming out.
I can't wait for the Silksong randomizer, bro. It's gonna go so
people have been feeding for that for almost as long as. Okay, people have been feeding for Silksong in AP as long as Hollow Knight has been in AP. So.
But what do you mean? Because Silksong wasn't even out back then.
Exactly. No, hold on. Let me find this thread. Let me find the Skong thread. I think it's actually called Skong.
It's called Silksong parentheses.
It's called Silksong brackets Skong.
Yeah.
So, right.
And here we see a lovely peek into the inner workings of an AP dev's mind.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. The thread was probably made when the release date came out.
Let's see. The release date was announced.
Page up, please.
God, please.
Oh God. Okay. Maybe I'm not gonna discuss that. No. How we doing? How far away we think we're from Golan at this point?
I
getting the
don't really know
timelines.
what they're doing. I'm gonna be so real. I'm wondering why Swag is fighting Dream Warriors currently. There might be a check that's at Seer, but I don't know.
They could just be collecting checks. It does look like Rui
for
has
hint.
gotten their Cyclone Slash, so I believe all they're missing now is Dash Slash.
Hmm. Oh yeah, they just got the thing from that makes sense. So they just need the dash slash, which is it's a pretty easier. It's an easier location, right? Can't remember.
They have it hinted?
No, I think they're collecting.
They're checking to see how many hit points they have at the moment. It looks like
They are short on hint points, so a bit away still, at least from hinting it.
What is the total at?
They are at 5 points out of 13 needed.
Okay, so not terribly far.
Yeah.
I think this would be the point. If it was me, that I would just start teleporting around to all the shops and clearing those out, because that's the fastest source of checks you're going to get if they haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
It does
I
look
do
like they're
think
checking the shops on the map for how many checks are left in them.
Yeah.
But that dash slash should be their last item that they need to hint for.
Yeah. To get to go mode.
Get that gold? No, there's not really gold in this game. Get that Geo.
Geo. Mm-hmm.
Geo.
Papa, that's Geo.
What?
There's the shopkeeper Sly. Whenever you talk to him, he goes, Papa, that's Geo.
Ah.
It's peak.
This isn't peak. Peak is tomorrow. This is Archipelago.
They just got Seed Soul.
Also, no, he's in Deep Nest, not Peaks.
Oh yeah. Not Crystal Peak, obviously.
Right.
The There's also another character who's obsessed with Geo, and she'll go, Geo, my lala. It's funny when they just say Geo.
Trying to think of let's see what item they got over here. Quick focus. That might be helpful for Hollow Knight. Oh, there's Descending Dark.
It looks like Swag is going around picking up. I'm not sure if they've hinted any of these or if they're just going around picking up checks and they happen to pick up a couple of spells. But
yeah, they just had 2 spells that were just like pretty decent around you.
But it looks like they're mainly going for checks just to find more combat capabilities, while Rui is going for getting the points to hint.
Just get whatever you can see to help for the fight and just make it faster while waiting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Deep Nest is definitely a very interesting place to be checking for checks. I would not be, but you know.
Let's see. Were any of those spells hinted? Because if they were, then that's probably why. Let's see location.
Weaver's Dad.
Maybe
it's just that they had a lot of checks over here, because I'm seeing just like check city around here. So
yeah, check density is also a good way.
It's always important to note for any form of randomizer racer, otherwise where you have lots of checks to where it is good to go to get those checks.
It's not even like I'm creeped out by Deep Nest. It is just like, it's just not a fun location to traverse for me. I don't know.
Now, Deep Nest is, I very much agree on that. Deep Nest is the worst zone in the game for just navigation. Also, those jerks, the block tunnels that Swag just jumped over.
Oh my god, yeah. Because you can't damage boost past them because they have a slope hitbox inside of them. So you have to jump over them with a gap in the ceiling. So if there's no gap in the ceiling, you just have to kill them. Which is crazy.
I didn't see them trying to deal with those big lads.
We're actually very near to where the dash slash is, so if they end up either getting the points to hint that here or grabbing the check in search of hint points, they will have a very fast trip down.
Yeah.
That's true. Where is it again?
It is that grub check in the middle that was the Lurian on Swag's side.
Oh, they didn't go for it.
Unfortunately, it looks like they are not checking it, and they do not have the hint points yet to hint it.
This is an uh-oh. They are using bench warping. So once they get enough hit points, they'll just be able to go there pretty
They'll
quick.
see it's right there and be like, oh, haha.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's a pretty easy check to miss because you need an item to, it's a Metroidvania. You need some sort of movement to get it, so you're not going to get it Sphere 1.
And if my count is correct, they are currently 1 point away from being able to hint that item.
Okay.
Oh, look, there's the Vanilla Hera location.
Yeah.
Sent by the tracker. We're definitely getting closer to this end.
Buying what should be their last item from Cornifer. And there's the hint.
Yep, there.
Yep.
Right,
He's got like
the thing is,
face palm.
the fact that it's a shared and item linked item means that both can hint for it. I guess I can kind of explain. So, we didn't really explain it, but the fact that these items are item linked, this can only happen because they are both playing the same game. So you
the
can
dash
take
slash
an
is
item.
not item linked though.
No, I made the Dreamers. I mean,
The Dreamers, yeah.
the fact that they can both hit for the Dreamers.
Mm.
Yeah, so the fact that they are item linked, that means it is the same. Yeah, so
Actually, that's
so you
an
take
interesting point.
multiple of the same, specifically the same game. So there's 2 Hollow Knights, so we can do this. You take an item and you link it. So that means the item will only exist once for every game in the item link. So the fact that they've linked the Dreamers, that means it only exists 1 copy of each of the 3 Dreamers, and it gives both players a Dreamer at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Which is why both of the other 2 were able to just goal at the same time.
Yes, that's why there's only 3 Dreamers that existed in the world. Right, so they were about 10 minutes.
It must have been just
goaling.
unfortunate. Rui must have used all of his points to hint for the Dreamers, which is why he had to take longer to hint for the slashes.
No, it looks like Swag hinted all of their Dreamers.
Oh, wow! So okay,
It was actually Team 1 that had hinted 2 of the Dreamers, and Rossum only hinted 1.
Hmm. All right, so
Again, I think mainly that. Probably. I mean, they're right at the check now, so it should be 10-ish minutes.
That's I was thinking like 10 minutes.
unless they skill the Fire Plus.
Yeah, it depends on how many attempts we see for Hollow Knight. Because that did take, what did they have, 2 deaths on it? And it looks like Rui's having some issues getting up to the check itself as well.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a movement option to get up there. But the enemy pogo, does he not remember?
That pogo.
It could be that they killed the enemy, and it looks like they've killed the enemies in the room.
Uh-oh.
Can they reset the room? Probably. Oh,
Yeah,
try.
I think this we need to try, but I don't know if
I believe since these are infected bench flies now, that they will not respawn until you go back to a bench. The actual flying enemy. And it looks like that's what they're doing now.
Oh boy.
Not too bad, not too bad. They're doing their dashing around.
Pretty slow, and they're just finishing it up. So.
And there's the dash slash.
Yep.
There, we got
Now,
the pogo.
Rui just needs to go grab the Nail Master's Glory, and they are go mode. Which
Let's
I don't
see.
know why Swag is still just chilling in Deep Nest instead of just.
Looks like they're
teleporting.
picking up a few last checks while they have the time.
Okay, makes sense.
What do you mean you have the time? You're in go mode.
Maybe in case it has some good upgrades or something.
That's true. I guess if it's fairly fast to get the check, might as well see what upgrades you could get.
Okay, now I'm not sure what they're doing there.
Is there a ceiling up there to break?
Nope.
The
Okay, it looks like they're teleporting over to Black Egg Temple now. That was interesting.
No comment.
No comment.
What is he doing? I guess because they know they've already lost. Maybe they're just taking a little bit more time to look for.
Could be.
I'm trying to comprehend what they're looking at the map
Possibly.
for.
It could also be that Swag has more like spell and combat upgrades, so they know their fight is going to be shorter than Rui's.
Maybe.
Oh, they're going now.
Yeah, they're going now. That's for sure.
Here we go. Both of them in final boss. Fight that titular Hollow Knight roll credits.
Yeah.
Swag finding that vanilla world sense.
Gotta love it.
And
love
bench warping out.
What? I guess because there's
They
a
just-
bench warp to it now. There's a
Yes,
bench warp to
but,
get there.
What?
Is there just an upgrade that they want that they don't have? What's still unfound in the world for them?
High sporadic.
Hello, hello.
You're here for the very end of this.
Yeah.
I guess the
That's
second
right.
side of this race.
Here for the thrilling end.
Not sure. I might go poke Swaggy. Like
Rui's getting a little bit low on health here. Uh oh. Don't take the death. Oh no. Don't worry for you, the fallen clutch.
Love to see it.
Oh, not again.
Hey, the speedrun uses Fury strats on False Knight for a reason.
True.
It is a good charm.
If it works.
The unfortunate death
Oh.
right at the finish line, but it's okay. I'm still wondering what Swag is. Maybe they must have hinted something that's important down here because there's no
Must
way they're
be.
going to spend their time going for this.
Let's see. What do they have hinted right now that they could be going for?
They did hint the Queen's Garden stags, which is probably something in Queen's Gardens. Especially since they're trying to get down here now, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, they're trying to get Shade Cloak, probably.
Okay.
Which is I thought Rancid Egg and Queen Gardens.
That would do it, yep. Probably just not confident in being able to...
Yeah.
Not confident in their combat abilities.
That's
So that is
unfortunate.
for Rui, more so for Swag themselves.
This fight is giving me like PTSD flashbacks.
Oh.
My own playthrough of Hollow Knight. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, this fight. Oh,
I don't know.
Jokes on you. I haven't played the game, so I am.
yeah, right. Speedrunners are like, this is a Tuesday.
I don't know. Personally, when I played like on my casual playthrough, this fight didn't really give me as much trouble as a lot of other fights. Like something like Manus Lords took me like an hour and a half, and this fight I did not have trouble with personally. But I think I just had a lot of upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
I had an easier time with Mana Swords than I did with this particular
That's
fight.
yeah,
And
that's crazy to me.
Is that there was something that I dodged that I like couldn't even figure out. I was like, how did that not hit me? Wait, I won? Like, how the fight won? That's how the
Oh
fight
boy,
won.
that's crazy.
After dying like 1 bajillion times, I was like, I don't know how that didn't hit me. What's even going on? Wait, what?
It do be like that sometimes.
It does, yeah. Yeah, I've always personally found this fight a little like I remember the first time I beat it, I was like, oh, that's the final boss. But
Oh.
it's not really because Radiance
Right.
is significantly harder. Radiance is
It's the
the real final boss.
part 1.
Yeah.
Part, yeah, sure, part 1. It's not really part 1. I guess when you do Radiant, you don't fight Hollow Knight, right?
When you
You
do
do.
Radiance, you have to fight the Hollow Knight first, and then there's a point
Okay.
like 3/4 to the fight, I would say, where Hornet comes in and gives you an opportunity to enter his dream, I suppose.
To
Rather than-
enter the Radiance,
Yeah.
or whatever the actual term
Rui
is.
is
but-
struggling with the Hollow Knight here a little bit. Let's hope they can get it soon.
Yeah, I'm wondering what is Swag trying to find as well. They're trying to find that.
I think they're
Queen's
not able to
Garden stag?
access that Shade Cloak. They're not able to get it. Or maybe they are and they don't know what they're. I don't see what the play is here. First, I don't know. Rui taking another death to the Hollow Knight.
Fortunate. Gamers be gaming.
I will say that Hollow Knight without a dash is certainly something. That's when I say yeah, this fight's really tough with that because I'm like watching the way he has to like walk away from these attacks slowly. I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy has like a large hitbox.
Might be
Or
trying to get.
hurtbox rather.
What's the
Yeah, they're-
dash ability again? Not Shade.
It's the Queen's Garden's Rancid Egg.
Shade Cloak is one of them
Oh,
because it's
Shade Cloak is the
progressive.
dash.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is Shade Cloak and Mothwing Cloak.
Mothwing Cloak.
Ah, okay, that's how it works like
Yo.
that.
It looks like they're going into Queen's Gardens through Deep Nest to get to that check.
Yeah, that must be how it's in logic.
Yeah, because they couldn't access. I don't believe they have Ismas, and they couldn't access the Stag because that was in Rui's world.
Yeah.
All the way in.
So that's why they're
Kingdom's Edge,
going
I
out of the
believe.
way to get this check because Rui definitely needs dash for this fight. This fight is definitely really tough without dash.
That makes
Versus
sense. So
I
keep
shit
trying
on
it
it for
anyway.
being underwhelming for me.
Yeah, it's probably the Swag either just has more combat upgrades or is more confident in fighting Hollow Knight with their current loadout.
Well, yeah, Swag also has dash.
Got a mini gauntlet here that Swag's fighting. Or a forced fight of some form.
This was actually the combat encounter that we were talking about way in the beginning of the run.
Oh
When
yeah,
we
we
were
were talking about this, huh?
Yeah, we were considering going the other way down into Deep Nest from the Queen's Garden Stag.
Hmm.
I believe that was on Zed's side of things.
I think so. Yeah, Zed was in Queen's Gardens. We were like, I wonder if we can go down to Deep Nest, because Deep Nest does just have a lot of checks.
And now we're going the other way. We're going from Deep Nest to Queen's Garden.
Yeah.
Definitely, that arena is definitely far easier when you actually have combat upgrades. Earlier in the run, when Zed was here,
Or
it would have been.
Are you saying the game is easier when you have movement and combat?
What?
That's crazy. I'm not
No, but
sure if I can believe
arena
that.
specifically is like crazy because of the way the mantises attack. Like without movement, they're really hard to dodge.
Yeah, those spinning discs they were throwing out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another fortunate
Oh
death.
goodness.
Oh, getting
Speaking
hit.
of the young magistrators, Swag nearly taking a death to the young magistrators.
Oh boy.
I saw that. They're trying to heal him and get hit.
It's an annoying enemy. I still have trouble with them sometimes.
It really is.
He has gotten to Rui's dash, though.
I very
There's a
much
shade
did
cloak.
lose to the freaking flower quest to
Oh.
those guys.
Yep, Swag's going straight to
I'm so happy
Hollow Knight
hearing
now.
speedrunners say that they're an annoying enemy because me playing it casually, I was just like, do I suck really bad? I can't stand
No.
these guys. Oh.
They are just a bad enemy.
Oh.
It's true.
Still only the second most heartbreaking way to lose the delicate flower, though. Jumping into the spikes in the final room will always be the worst.
I did do that. Oh my god, it was so bad. It's just awful. Oy. It was just the saddest thing. Oh my.
Ooh, Rui getting the stun off.
There it is.
That's
Yeah, the clutch
good.
done. Going for the triple heal. Did not get the all three off. Well, they did get all
Oh.
three off and then immediately got hit, so.
It'd be like that.
You have Swag on
Just by
final
having
phase.
the dash.
I think also Rui doesn't have the second nail upgrade. So that makes
Did Swag pick up nail upgrades? I know they have a bunch of spells.
Oh, I think it's that they have quick slash, which is why they were able to get through this fight quicker.
Quick Slash, and I believe they have more spells than Rui does as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Are they gonna
They are
take a
also
death?
coming very close to dying, yes.
Uh-oh.
Getting the heal off. Immediately losing it again.
It do be like that.
That is an annoying attack. I will say that is.
Ooh. I believe that also broke their fragile strength charm as well.
Ooh, yeah, no fragile strength. That's unfortunate. What? Oh, Rui. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
This is
This is certainly Hollow Knight.
yeah, this definitely feels very Hollow Knight.
Oh.
Hollow Knight.
I mentioned it.
it.
I mentioned it at the very start, but the very first time that I played through Hollow Knight, I was like, okay, I like going into games blind. I like just figuring out my way. I got so lost. I got extremely
yeah.
lost. I spent really a lot of time lost. But at one point, I'm fighting this boss, and people kept going like, "Do you want a hint?" I had like multiple like speedrunner friends in the chat who could barely take it, but were very polite and said like, we have a hint for you. Would you like a hint? And I was like, no, I'm just going to keep at it. I think I got it. And you know, finally I beat this boss and they're like, congratulations. It's really hard beating that boss without the upgrade. And I'm like, there's upgrades?
Oh no! Yeah, that's what they're trying to do now.
You didn't know. Oh, so you went into Hollow Knight blind, not really knowing how Metroidvanias work, huh?
I really didn't know anything about it. I certainly didn't know that there were nail upgrades, and so I don't even remember which boss it was specifically, but like literally everybody in my chat was like, please let us help you. And I was like, I got this, guys. I got this. Don't worry about it.
I got this. I'll do half health. I'll do half as much damage as I could be doing.
I mean, it's not like I had like no upgrades, but I didn't have any nail upgrades, so.
Oh, okay, that's what the other thing meant. You must have been trying to fight
pure damage
Soulmaster then.
upgrades.
I don't remember. Like literally, I've played this game once for like 100-something hours, and so I just remember it was like a really snowy area. After, yeah, it felt like later to me, but who knows? You know, I was lost all the time and going in weird directions. Yeah, but it was this kind of like snowy area. Over to
Kingdom's
the right
Edge?
of the map, I think. I couldn't even
Yeah, that
tell
would be
you.
Kingdom's Edge.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Were you trying to fight Hornet 2 on Nail 1?
It was.
way.
I don't think it was Hornet. I think it was some. I don't know. I can't remember.
That's the
Hornet
only
is
What
the
can
only
I
boss
say?
over there.
Or maybe Hive Knight?
I still have the. You know, I still have the VOD somewhere. Thanks, Twitch. They're not on
Thanks.
Twitch.
Eh,
Rip.
Yeah, rip
I-
Twitch VOD.
That's
I.
phase 2 of phase 3 for Rui? Or last phase now, I think?
Maybe?
I'm trying to follow the actual fight itself.
Oh,
But yeah,
I haven't
afterwards-
been paying
Following
attention.
swags.
Oh, no
Afterwards,
swag.
I mean, people couldn't help themselves, and they were just like, "You did that without the upgrade." And then I was just like, "Oh, upgrades." And then I
Couldn't
went
help
and
themselves
started
with that upgrade.
upgrading. Then
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Sitting from the right.
If you were trying to fight Hornet 2 on Nail 0, I honestly respect for that.
Respect if you got it. That's
Respect if you
crazy.
get that
for my
done, yeah.
casual playthrough, extremely casual.
Yeah, that's the only boss I can think of in the snowy, like just the snowy part of the snowy area.
It probably was that boss then. I mean, yeah.
Either that or like you thought it was a boss, but it was actually Coliseum of Fools or something.
No, Coliseum sucks. No, it wasn't Coliseum.
At least you recognize what it is.
Coliseum of Fools is just a really long gauntlet of
Oh,
just
it's
a bunch
so
of
brutal.
small enemies.
It's so brutal, and like, there's just so much RNG going on, and oh,
Yeah,
Coliseum. Oh, Coliseum.
especially when the primal aspects come in. They suck.
Hey, sir, can you stop stabbing yourself? I don't think that's healthy.
No, that's the whole point.
I definitely,
It's
I got like
trying to
100+ hours into Hollow Knight, and then people were like, "Well, you got an ending," and I looked up what it took to get other.
Oh no!
I looked up
Oh,
what it took to
no.
get other endings, and I'm like, I think I'll watch videos of other people doing
Not the Anne ending. Oh no!
Oh, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Looks like both are getting close.
Yeah. When this
Come
slow sad music kicks in, on if you can hear it on the swags, that is in the end game of the fight. We're
God,
gonna
the
see if
fact
these
it
heals in, yeah.
smashes down into the ground.
Okay, Rui's almost done here. Let's see if we can win it.
The swag is as well. I believe they're both on
Oh.
final phase
Oh
now.
yeah,
Nope, that's
final
both of them.
stream.
Come on.
Yeah. Swag with the quick slash is making quick work of it.
Oh yeah.
You can see how
Unfortunately-
big the difference is.
The fact that Swag went to get Dash for Rui should just Swag gets Jelly. Both.
Now, what do the orange masks mean on Swag's side? What is the difference there?
That is a charm called Hive Blood. It'll. Oh wow, that's.
Oh my god!
Crazy. That's crazy.
All right, that's almost time. I believe
Yeah,
to
Hive
receive the
Blood
grass.
regens health over time, as opposed to needing to focus to heal.
Ah.
Well, you can focus to heal, But
Dang, that's
And-
timing.
What?
And
that
about
was
to
really
be.
synced.
Wow. What
I
an
guess
ending.
we gotta watch the cutscene.
And ending.
And
That
ending.
is an ending.
Imagine. Okay, that should just be time.
Yeah,
Oh, there. Okay, yeah,
both-
game completion.
Both teams have completed notice has sent in the text client.
Yeah, there we go. But I'm gonna call
All
that
right.
That was
221
so close. Oh my
GG.
god.
then. Sync kills is crazy.
Yeah.
God, imagine if a game ends and and it just says an ending. Well,
Ending A.
ending. Oh well, there's certain games that would do that, but
Yeah, Rusted Moss has ending A, B, C, and D. I like Rusted Moss. It's really good. The instinct
we're not gonna talk about that. If y'all want to take us out.
Well,
Oh boy.
yeah, does is there everybody have some shout outs they want to do? You know, it's shout out time.
I think we did
Shout out
plenty through
to Team
the
Cherry.
between time. The play Archipelago, it's good fun. I guess play Hollow Knight as well.
You play Hollow Knight.
Play Silksong, I guess.
Play
Play
some
Silksong.
song.
I
Play
was
Sil-
just playing Hollow Knight before Silksong.
You
but
got-
it's not
you've
necessary.
You've got just under 2 days to play Silksong before our Silksong finale on Sunday. That's
Oh,
what I'll
true.
leave.
Play the whole game in 2 days so you can watch the any percent run.
Exactly.
You want to play
Oh,
that game
of
live. Oh
course.
my god, it's just like one of the best games I've ever played. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I
Anyways.
can't wait to go into hosting that with no knowledge at all.
You play Hollow Knight too, Hop Up. You should do it.
I'm good. I'm good.
Shout outs to Team Cherry for making such an awesome game and games. It is peak. They're just really impressive. 3 guys. Well, yeah.
Is Team Cherry 3 guys?
Mostly?
Yeah, and then
Mostly.
obviously they get help from like voice acting and
Okay,
Christopher Larkin with just one of the greatest scores ever, bro. It's just such a good OST.
I mean, that does explain why Silksong took so long.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's also if you see the freaking scale of the game, it is huge, bro. The game never
Yeah, I'm
ends.
sure. I mean, Hollow Knight is huge.
Oh,
As somebody who got extremely lost in Hollow Knight, I'm sure Silksong is also. I've seen the posts of people who are like, yeah, I'm like 80, 100 hours in. I think I'm like halfway. You know, so yeah.
God.
Do you think we could I mean, it might get a little bit too crowded in this VC if you brought the runners in, but it'd be
Yeah, we
interesting
should
to see what they thought about
too
it.
much at this point.
Too
we
much,
should
yeah.
fully wrap it up. for the
Alrighty.
night.
Time for the
Get us
wrap
outta here.
up.
Let's
Alrighty.
get it.
Am I good to head out then? I'll just head out. I'm done.
Yeah, I'll bring you two out here, and we'll leave the host to it. Thank you all again for having me for tournaments. There will
Yeah.
be more from me. I promise
Thanks
you.
for having me too. For
Yeah, thank
commentary.
you,
That was fun.
Lyric Kanakos, for joining me for commentary. I'm gonna
Thank
pull
you
us
for
out
letting
here
us
now.
join for commentary.
Have a good rest of Multithon. I'm gonna be here for the Silksong speedrun, that's for sure. So, or not here, but I'm gonna be watching. You know.
In chat.
I'll be watching.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
All right, so as mentioned, that is the end of the final run for today. The first day of 3 days of Multithon. Kurtas, you want to tell them what they have to look forward to?
Well, tomorrow, Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, you get to wake up to Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics, run by Jupi and SM Meaty. They'll be fighting over all of the games, all 51 of those games in the Clubhouse Games pack. I am super excited for that run tomorrow. That's
my
probably the one
gosh.
I'm most anticipating because I want to see just the wide breadth of games they're running and how they'll go at it. It's just the 51 games in one run. Yeah, you have to see it.
Oh my god, and like the schedule really is slammed for the weekend. I hope all of you are gonna be joining us at 10 a.m. Pacific for that. It's going to be a full day and then another amazing day. As mentioned, the marathon will be wrapping up at the very end with Silksong. It kind of feels a little full circle-y, you know, to have Hollow Knight and to also have Silksong in the same marathon. It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be a fantastic time, and I don't know about you, but I am probably not going to be able to finish Silksong in 2 days.
Oh,
but
right.
If you don't want to go through all that pain of it, you can just watch the final run on Sunday. That'll be
That's
happening
right.
at 10:45 p.m. Pacific time. So another Hollow Knight run at the end of this amazing multi-thon. So look forward to that as well.
That's right. And I just want to say, we have so many, I mean, it's Multithon, right? It's all about races and co-ops and things like that. So we have in the middle of the day tomorrow a Final Fantasy Randomizer relay race. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. We have a Stardew Valley race. We have a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time co-op randomizer. I mean, there's just no losing. The schedule is amazing. So I really hope y'all are just as hype as we are.
We're so hyped here on the back end. We're so hyped to have you here. It's just amazing, right? I mean, this is what Multithon is about. It's about just community showcases and races, competitions, and co-ops and randomizer. It's just about playing games with your friends together. And that is one of the most pure forms of video game enjoyment that I have partaken in. And I am glad I am here, able to experience this live with all of you here. So, yeah, look forward to all those runs tomorrow, as well as on Sunday as well. So we've got more Multithon for you coming up next.
All right, but with that, it is time for a break. A break until we start Saturday's stream. As you can see, the raid has already started, so please bring lots and lots of love to Big Scared, and we will see you in the chat tomorrow. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you all. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.